Good morning. It is Friday, November 13th, and my 33rd birthday. I had a lovely morning. I slept nine and a half hours. Got to wake up and just kind of be lazy, lay around in bed, watch YouTube, be really slow to get up. Over like an hour of just laying there. Which feels great. I skipped yesterday. Nothing really happened. I'd sort of set the day aside in case my dad wanted to do anything since yesterday was his birthday, but he was busy. Sounds like over the weekend I'll celebrate with him. So it's just kind of a lazy day after work. I'm gonna heat up the last of the buffalo chicken dip. Have myself a nice breakfast. I know I got plans with the family this evening. Probably do something with Mom during the day. But for right now, I have this table of minis. I'm first probably try and clean up some dust and such that it has collected, because it has been months since I've done any mini painting. And then try and get back to this dragon turtle and some of the other stuff in there. I'd like to get back into painting these more. I've been busy. Still busy. But this would be nice. And this has been quite fun. Though the sun comes in it quite extremely. So it's warm. But I spent a couple hours, I guess. Got everything, basically everything that, this side over is still the same. Everything from here this way has all been taken off the table, cleared of dust, and returned. So anything like where I'm actually painting, just to make sure there's no dust coming through. And I got some new coats of paint on all these. I was doing darker greens before, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just do a light green. And then I did one where after the light green, I did like a darker green on top, a little splotchy, and I'm like, okay, a few more coats of that. I think that's going to get me the result I want much quicker than doing a dark green layer by layer over top of the black. So I went and did all of them in the light green because I'll be able to basically take it, get it to at least look green, and then take it to the darkness that I want. Whereas this one, I'm just doing the dark green on top of the black. And I like that it's going to keep him looking very dark and swampy. And then I have this shark that I'm doing very light. And I haven't done anything with any of those today because whatever. It's like I spent a little time. I got things cleaned up and ready, and I did some painting, which is fun. But it's noon, so Mom's headed over. We're going to go grab a bite to eat and probably go to a store or two just to get out. So I'm not just cooped up in my house throughout the entirety of the day. Figure that'll be nicer. It's fun to spend time with her. I got a couple things I want to try and pick up. So yeah, waiting on her to arrive now. The Mom's arrived, and I'm guessing at the very least floor mats for my car based on carrying this floppy package in.
It's actually a choice. I didn't know which would work better, so I got you 2 packets.
Floor mats.
For you to pick. Which one do you like best? And I'll take the other one back. But they both have both carpet and the plastic.
Once they go in the car, I don't really ever see them.
But you might feel it, but you never are barefoot. You've always got your...
No, I drove barefoot once. And I ran off the road over one of those signs that glow with your headlights to tell you the road is curving.
Uh-huh.
Ran right over one. Now, I'm sure there's a million other reasons, but I was barefoot. That's the only time I've driven barefoot, so I blame that, so I don't drive barefoot now. Son, you were born to be amazing. Because your birthday is such an important day, son, it is a good time to say that from the moment you were born, you've made life so much happier just by being your amazing self. Have you gotten me this card before?
I don't think so, but it sounds like something I would be drawn to.
Thank you.
And I want to tell you, even though you've got some nice things here, really the biggest present for your birthday is something your dad and I are going in together on, and you'll actually get it for Christmas because it's part of your Christmas too.
Cool. This?
Is that awesome?
Yeah.
I just thought that was awesome.
That's... I've been painting today, actually, for the first time in months.
Oh, yeah?
So that's 6...
36.
Squared? Yeah, 36.
Puts it right on the side.
I don't know.
Reading,
I was doing math. I'm like,
36.
6 squared.
Yeah, I just thought that was awesome.
In here.
Here we are with the, is it Amazon or Walmart?
I don't know.
Here we are with the traditional box that we see.
The box where you leave the address, so I have to be all careful with.
Oh, sorry. I'll have to mark through it in the future. I didn't even think about that.
Awesome. Okay. It is The End of the World. And that's a book that, one, I've been afraid, oh no, what if it...
You know how hard that was to find?
I bet.
That was so hard to find.
That's been out of print for a while.
And I thought I was going to have to pay $117 for it because I was looking everywhere, and that's the only thing I saw was on eBay at $117.
It is the fourth of a line of books that came out a number of years ago, and I slowly picked up the other 3. And now that I have that, is this the order? They all go together to make a continuous image of the 4 different apocalypse settings.
Pretty cool.
So, not only does it complete the set of books that they finished a number of years ago, so I have the full set. It's like a role-playing game designed to play through an apocalypse into the post-apocalypse where you and your friends make yourselves as the characters. But also, with that lineup, it'll work really good on that shelf.
I'm so glad. Well, I found it. I told you I had trouble finding it. I thought I was going to have to pay $117, and I'm like, really? He says it's supposed to cost $40. I don't know.
Yeah. No.
And so I found it somewhere, and then I got it, and it was really ripped. And I was so discouraged, and I'm just like, what am I supposed to do? Does he need it so bad that he wants it ripped? So then I didn't return it. I just started on the search again, and I was able to find it, and for a much more decent price. And when I got it, it's in perfect shape,
yeah.
And so now I can return the other ripped one. Yeah. And anyway, I just went through all of that trying to find you the book you asked for.
Thank you. You know, it's one that's been out of print for a few years, so...
Wasn't easy to find.
No. So we're out going to a couple of stores and came by Chipotle to get something to eat, and we both got a burrito. A little size difference between the two, which is the interesting thing here, because they're the same price.
That's okay. I got what I wanted. Because this looks like something from one of those dragon movies that we watch.
You watch a lot of dragon movies? Wait, I like the opposite one-to-one one.
I watched a few.
Drives me crazy how cheap that got.
Did you pay a lot for it?
Yeah, I paid for it when it was new because it could have gone 2 ways. It could have been hard to find afterwards because they didn't print enough, or they could have overprinted it and now it exists 2 years after it's been replaced by the final version, and they're basically giving them away. And I just got home. It was fun. And, I, of course, didn't get anything at the bookstore. Just looked around and it was fun. Enjoy seeing what they have. Seeing if they have any cool old D&D stuff. And they didn't really. They had those Pathfinder player, hardcover books for $10. Oh well. And food was good, although that was just to get a bite to eat for lunch. In like another 3 or 4 hours, we'll be heading out with family for dinner. I'm going in, I think it's the Elm Taphouse or something. Another new restaurant that I've never been to. It's over the last few years I've really enjoyed going to restaurants that I just don't know on my birthday. Trying something new. It's been one of the things I've enjoyed most, so just keeping with that. But while I was out with Mom, the reason we went out to a bit of a further area of town because there was one Walmart that had a couple of Sterilite boxes that I wanted to get in stock. I was at Addison's last. I saw these options. And this isn't a lot of storage, but I don't have room for a whole lot of storage. And I don't exactly know where these are going to go. But this bottom one has casters. If I want to wheel it around and just keep it in motion, I guess I could do that. But the idea is these bottom ones have bigger drawers. That'll be a nice spot to keep cavern, Dwarven Forge kind of stuff. And I can even fit a lot of the normal Dwarven Forge tiles in here. And so some of them will end up being in here, but this will also be used for a lot of miniature overflow, because I'm basically at the point where I'm like, if I buy any more miniatures, which I want to buy more miniatures, then I have nowhere to put those miniatures that I would be buying. So I got some storage. I'll have to figure out where to put the storage. And it's obviously a little more flimsy, not quite as nice as the nice boxes I currently have minis in, but all of this was cheaper than one of the large boxes that I've gotten so far. So, kind of balancing act. Those are really nice boxes for right next to me as a game master, but I need more storage just elsewhere in the house for overflow, the stuff that I don't need at the ready, and this should work nice for that. I'm hoping. And I've spent more time painting while waiting for my birthday dinner. And I took some time to do a little work in the closet. I had this box up here. It was empty. It now has all of my white undershirts, as well as half of my black slacks. All stuff that I haven't worn since I went into work last. And that was enough for me to push everything over and make space for both of these. And I have space on top. I don't know. I currently have my shorts stuffed right here. There's not a whole lot of room above them. So they might end up on top of one of these. Or it might end up being more minis like I have over here, end up over there. I don't know. Time will tell. But, I don't know. I guess at least in these, I can put the Dwarven Forge that I have in that bag, and when I pull it out next, the stuff from the box that I've already opened. I got a place to put it now. Might take a little bit because I'll probably try to organize it a little bit as I go. Maybe like keep all the passage pieces in one container or something. At this point, we're almost time for dinner with family. We're trying the Elm Taphouse and Kitchen. Primarily for the kitchen as far as I'm concerned, but never been here. Try something new. We got an Ethan. It says Taphouse. If you look at actually along the mirror, all the handles. Yeah, if you drink, there's that. I don't. But you know what they do have? They have appetizers, and that's what I like. Yeah, I got whatever. Stuffed jalapenos. It's good. And then I got buffalo chicken tenders to go with it. It's been a fun evening hanging out with family. Probably not like a restaurant I'll be going to again, admittedly. Wasn't bad. It's just more of a bar environment than I really like. But Amelia, it was just, I was looking on the map. I just went to Google Map and started scrolling around. I was like, there's somewhere I've never been before. And that's half the fun of it. Just the idea of, let's try somewhere new. It's my birthday. Let's just go somewhere I've never been before. So that was fun. It was nice to hang out with family. Nice to see folks that I love and care about. But it's kind of late. I'm tired. And I still have 2 days off because today's only been Friday. I got a little bit done, some of the bins and organization and some painting. That's fun. I got back into minis painting. It's been so long. It's been since I started working on the canvas painting, the one for the book, the one for the game, the space. Since I started that, I don't think I've painted any minis. I just got worn out while doing that, but it's minis painting today. Yeah, that's fun. So that and all that, and then I still got the next couple of days off. It's nice. It's nice. But I'm a head to bed. Thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues. Bye.